everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to episode 175 of In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver and gold. Last week it was a double header with the Redback Spider and the Celtic Irish Red Deer, two coins which on the surface look really very cool but were both let down by production and design issues. That is not something that we have to worry about with today's offering, this chip-shaped coin. Now I'm going to try very hard not to use the P word. I'm sure everybody out there knows which very famous potato chip I am referring to, but I don't know whether or not using that word will yield any kind of copyright or YouTube claim things. So we're not going to use that word, hopefully anyway. It's a very cool piece though, and we're going to have a good close look at it today. Thank you very much for everybody who voted for this in last week's episode. If you are new to the series, every week we showcase new items at the end of the episode, and you get to cast your vote on what we feature next time. So the harp and the kookaburra from last week will be returning with one new item which is made of gold. So make sure you stick around and cast your eye and indeed your vote over what you want to see next time. Now, this particular offering today is something very unique, very different. I'm sure you can agree it's very elegant and pretty in its own right. It's been commissioned and designed by PowerCoin. Now, for those who have been following my channel for a long time, PowerCoin are very long-term sponsors of the channel. They've been sending us incredible items over this last 3 years to feature, showcase, and sometimes have exclusive first looks at. And they have come up with some incredible designs. They are basically numismatic collectible specialists. They are based in Italy. They ship worldwide. This is not a sort of sponsored video in the sense that there is no promo code for this, but I should say that I have not paid for this coin. This was part of a batch of coins that they sent over for us to showcase and feature. So I'm going to hopefully give it a pretty honest and fair review and showcase it for you all here. If it's something that's of interest, there's a link down in the description to PowerCoin's website. I know they ship internationally and worldwide, so go and check them out. So as you can see, they are pushing the boundaries of what is a coin, and they've been doing this time and time again, that's for sure. I mean, this is just some of the most recent offerings from PowerCoin. We've had the girl with the pearl earring, micro mosaic. We've got some antiqued, colorized coins, 3D. It's just absolutely incredible the way that their mind works, their design conception works. And when Mrs. Backyard Bullion and I were over in Italy in 2018, late 2018, we actually met the team there, and they did show us the conceptual idea for this chip-shaped coin, and we had to be very stum about it and not say anything to anybody. And it's quite exciting to see it in the flesh and see it in person, because it's absolutely incredible. The production value of it is fantastic. We'll talk a little bit about how I think that this has been made, and it's just absolutely stunning. Now, first up though, you're looking at it and you're thinking, it's gold! My God, it's a golden chip. Unfortunately, it's just gold plated, not actual full gold. It's half an ounce of silver with some gold plating. Now this is, I guess, the honest and fair part of the review. I will say it is not a cheap piece of silver. At approximately €100, it's going to set you back quite a lot per chip. And in my world, in my mind anyway, I'd love to have like 10, 20 of these all stacked up in a row and have them actually like a tube of those famous potato chips. But that's going to cost quite a lot of cash. So that's my only criticism, but at the same time I can completely understand why these have to be priced at a particular high-end price, because the sheer just imagine the cost that goes into the dies, the production of these items. It will not be cheap. And in terms of this being an ongoing kind of investment for somebody, I would say it's got a lot of risk to it in terms of finances. So I'm not going to tell you this is going to make you money. I'm going to tell you that if it's something that you are intrigued with, something that's unique, something that's a talking point, something that speaks to you, then perhaps this is something that can be used as an incredible gift or something to enjoy. As an investment, it's marginally questionable. If it was made of solid gold, this is part of my feedback to PowerCoin. If it was made of solid gold, half an ounce of solid gold, the premium would probably be lower, because at the end of the day, the premium is a fixed price rather than a percentage. So the premium would be a lot lower, and that would potentially yield a lot more interest. Granted, the unit price would be considerably higher, but ultimately I think that would have been a potential winner in actual solid gold. So interesting choice to go silver. I can kind of understand why, because at a mintage of 1,888, if you have that many half-ounce gold items, that's a significant amount of capital to invest into a product. So there's definitely things to factor in there about production. Now, in terms of how it's made, I can only imagine that a circular, I guess it's circular because of the way that it's turned out, circular disc of silver has been created, and then a kind of 3D hydraulic press die, like you'd get in a normal kind of coin production, comes down and slams both sides at once, bending the silver disc into this shape and then yielding all of this pattern design onto the actual coin. So that's, I guess, how it's made. I guess if PowerCoin do end up watching this video and let us know if that's wrong or if that's not correct, but I think it's really, really high quality. Like, you can definitely tell that a lot of energy and effort has gone into that sort of design side of things to make sure that it comes out looking great. Now, a few of the other specifics. It's actually a coin. You can see here it's got Queenie on it, and that is an important thing for PowerCoin. Of course, it's in their brand. Everything needs to be a coin, and all of their extravagant items that they've produced in the past have all been coins. This one is a Cook Islands, as you can see. Queenie's head there, 2019, $2. The mintage, as I said, 1,888, and I really like it. I think it's absolutely awesome. As I said, though, as an investment, it's potentially a bit of a risk. It's unknown. I would prefer it to be in solid gold, because then it's got a bit more of a sort of underlying safety net in terms of value, and hopefully then the premiums would be down. So perhaps 2020 will see a solid gold chip-shaped coin. It's very interesting, though. Perhaps there are other chips within the, you could do a crinkle cut chip, or I'm sure there's loads of other famous sort of chip-shaped things, and whether or not those are possible and practical. A crinkle cut one would be an interesting one with the logo, or with sort of the coin logos on there, the Queen's head and everything. So definitely pushing the boundaries of what is determined to be a coin. In fact, as I'm just noticing here on the other side, so the gold gilding is really high quality as well, actually. You can see that there isn't really any kind of blemishes or any areas which aren't right. Although what you can see is a little sort of circular area here, and that's obviously where the indenting has come into this particular part of the coin, and it's obviously made it a little bit thinner overall, which is interesting. It's not very prominent, but in the right light you can see a slight change in, I guess, topography or sort of density of it, and that's quite interesting. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. I think it's pretty novel. I think it's pretty cool. As I said, I haven't bought it for myself. It's just, in my mind, not quite right for my collection, but I'm sure there are lots of people out there who would be interested. If you are, I believe that they are in pre-order right now, with an availability date of an estimate anyway of the 15th of January this year. So, basically a week or so away to being ready for shipping, I guess. So definitely worth a look if you are interested. There's a link down below. There's no discount codes. We don't get any kind of kickback on this particular item if you purchase them, but by going through to PowerCoin's website, you of course, helping our channel. If you do end up making a purchase, they can track who's come from where, and it's always good for them to know that we have sent you their way. So let me know your thoughts on the Pringle coin down in the comment section. Now, in terms of returning items and voting for next week, we have the Harp from Montserrat, a glorious, lovely, elegant coin. If you'd like to see that, then comment down below. The Anniversary Kookaburra, which is a very elegant coin in its own right as well. Very, very attractive. And then Golden Shininess. Now, traditionally, gold has always seemed to pip any vote that we've had here on the channel. So it'd be very interesting to see if you all go for the big shiny magpie coin. I guess you will, because it's something that you don't see every day. Something which I've actually picked up as a little bit more of a short-term flipper. So this was something that was on the Silver Forum. Really good price, cheap price. I bought it. Maybe we'll flip it one day. But it's basically let me get this right. It's Das Gold Mesopotamians. It's a German, I think it's come out of the Austrian mint. Yes, so in German language, it's basically a Mesopotamian themed gold coin. Really interesting, very unique design. So if you'd like to see that, then please do comment down below, and I'll tell you the full story and my plans for what we want to do with it. So that is basically it for today's In Focus Friday. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do take the time to hit the like button. It really does help everything we do here on the channel. And if you would like to see videos from us in the future, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to see any of the 174 previous episodes of In Focus Friday, then there's a playlist down below as well. Otherwise, that's it from us today. Thank you one and all for watching. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.